It's our third stop of the season, our second stop at the Alabama Bass Trail South, presented by Phoenix Boats. Kay Donaldson, Robbie Floyd here with you at beautiful Lay Lake. I mean, this is it, beeswax. I mean, so much history at this lake.
It really is. You know, we've had 12 events here in the past, and there's been 4 Bassmaster Classics held here at Lay Lake. So we know it's a fine fishery, and we're looking forward to seeing what the guys have to show us today.
And the time of year could make things difficult because a lot of these bass are going to be on the move. Some of them are already planted. Can they catch the big ones today? They're out there somewhere.
You know, Lay Lake's known as a spotted bass fishery, but it is going to take a mixed bag today, and I think you're going to have that kicker largemouth to take home that $10,000 today.
Will it be 18 pounds? Will it be 20? Will it be more? We'll soon find out. Now let's go out on the water. Our Academy Sports and Outdoors first cast of the day.
Here we are on Lay Lake. It's the second stop of the Alabama Bass Trail South Division. A little bit cold this morning, got just a little bit of fog on the water. Still safe conditions. Guys have had no trouble running a takeoff this morning. They're still taking off. We've already got our first team right here we're about to start on. Should be a great day. A lot of these guys are saying it's been a little tough fishing, but they always say that. We decided to start in Cedar Creek, and we're kind of behind the bridge, so we're in the back end of the creek. A lot of shallow water. You can see there's shoreline grass. Really expect to see a lot of teams doing this type fishing today. This lake is known for the shoreline grass. It can be pretty thick in places depending on the time of year. So that's where these fish kind of pull up to spawn, and they're either going to be in the process of spawning or getting ready to. So certainly a good area for these anglers to target the bass today.
Well, Kenneth, you know, if we take off at beeswax, I've got to check out that little pocket. I like to call it KVD's pocket because he owned this thing way back when the Bassmaster Classic was here, what, 10, 15 years ago. I'm with boat 166, Jace Thompson and Thomas Eden. They were the first ones I came to once I went under that bridge to the left. I heard there were about 6 or 7 boats that came into this pocket. I'm going to try and pick it off and see. Guys, any bites yet? I know you had to come in here. It's a big time place. Everybody knows about it, but you have any bites yet?
No, not this morning. We practiced in here and had several good bites, so we figured we'd start in here and let the sun get up. We noticed the temperature was going to fall off this morning. So.
Water temp, what's it been like? I saw 59 at the ramp when we launched. I mean, that's getting close to that 60 mark. What was it like in here through the week?
It was about 64, so it's killed us a little bit. So. Like I said, we're just killing some time, trying to let it warm up a little bit.
Good morning from the lower end of Lay Lake here. Boat 89, Leonard McGuire, Maurice Smith. These guys have already got a limit in the box and have told us they've culled 3 times already, dragging a shaky head around out here in the Waxahachie Creek area. Are you seeing them on your electronics? You seeing a lot of fish around?
A little bit. They're not like they were last Saturday here, but we had about 17 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to try to do. I think this cold got them a little bit.
Okay. Hooked up. Leonard McGuire, Maurice Smith put another one in the boat.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive, where it's always Bill Penny time, by Jack's, all about the South, and by Sweet Home Alabama.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed, electronics have changed, but the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auten, Head Fury, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Shoulder nerves. Yours are like 11. 10.
You gonna keep? Yeah, you gonna keep. I'm not even weighing them. I'm just throwing them on number 2.
Every time you set the hook, I think it's a bigger. Another lake, or what lake? Lake giant. Quality.
That was a good spot. Get in the boat, baby.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a really good spot, dude.
Finally got 5.
How many y'all got so far?
Oh, we just got one small one.
Okay.
Lost one just a minute ago, but it wasn't that big.
You just trying to cover a lot of water until you find an area that's got several bites?
Yeah, I mean, found a bed that had about a 4-pound male and about a 6-pound female, and there was 2 boats on it this morning. So.
Had a bit of a cold night last night. You think later in the day it's going to help?
I think so. Some of the bites we had in practice were they were later in the day, but we didn't really get on much in practice, so I don't really know.
Okay.
All right, we're on boat 146, Quilly Trott and Neil Davis down here. The same area we've been in around the Narrows, close to Waxahachie Creek down there. And these guys have 4 in the box, a little different strategy than the first boat we covered this morning. Fishing slow but fast, if that makes sense. They're covering water, but they're dragging, they're both throwing jigs and covering these little secondary points just right off the main lake. 4 fish in the boat. It's like Kenneth said, a lot of running and gunning going on. And then you've got the guys like Boat 89 that we sat with that are just spot locked down, fishing really, really slow, but swing and a miss right there.
How many do you have so far?
First one.
That's the first one. Well, the last time I covered you way back when, y'all won a championship, so might not have been the last time I did, but the first time I did, I covered you.
Right.
That was the case.
Yes, sir.
What kind of weight do you guys think you got so far?
We got 2 that are pretty good and then 3 little ones.
2 good ones?
We probably got 8 or 9 pounds. If we could find a little stretch that doesn't have 9 boats on it, it'd be all right.
Did you expect it to be this crowded down here today?
There's not enough boats down.
Yeah, if we just had a few more down here, you can almost walk across them, I feel like.
Trouble is, they all run in there, and in a few minutes, the same boats come right back out. And there's somebody sitting on their spot, I guess.
How's it going so far today?
We got 5.
Got 5, what kind of weight?
13 pounds.
Okay.
Nothing big, all the same size.
Okay. Spots, largemouth, or a combination?
All
Okay, all largemouth. You've been targeting specific places, or you've been moving around a lot?
I'm targeting certain stuff, but we're just fishing grass.
Okay.
We're not looking at them like supposed to.
Right.
Before they get there.
Okay. Hooked up, hooked up. It's good fish. So we know they have a limit for a little around 13 or a little over 13 pounds. So let's see if this is going to help them cull up. This bump tells me they think it can help them cull up. It is a good fish.
This portion of Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Garmin, by Academy Sports and Outdoors, and by America's First Credit Union. There's more right after this.
Buying stale, burnt coffee is like eating hot sushi out of a vending machine. It's just a no-no. Explosion. Cool guys don't look at them. As a veteran-owned and operated company, we take massive pride in giving back. And with your support, we've donated millions to charitable organizations and veterans. Do you have a lightsaber leg, Jay?
Yeah, I got a lightsaber leg.
When you sign up for our coffee club, you get fast free shipping directly to your door. I'm on a helicopter.
Looks like boneless wings are back at Jack's. Juicy, boneless chicken wings in 3 bold, mouth-watering flavors. And people love them so much, there's bound to be a napkin shortage. Jack's, all about the South. Hear that sizzling? That's bologna whispering, I'm back. The Big Bologna Breakfast Sandwich is back at Jack's. 2 thick-cut slices of fried bologna, eggs, and cheese on Texas toast for $3.99. Jack's, all about the South.
Get rid of 3.
How's your day going so far? Got one fish. What kind of size?
Less than 2 pounds.
Okay. Less than 2 pounds. One fish less than 2 pounds.
We had a 4-pounder break us off.
That hurts.
Made the cool snap last night and got them slow.
I really thought we could catch 15, 16 pounds our first stop. And we had 2 bites, broke off about a 4, 4 1/4.
And it's been downhill since then.
I've got the 102, Brady Bowden and Joseph Lacey. He did not have a fish on a moment ago when we thought he was caught. He was just ripping a trap at some grass, and you know how you get caught up on the grass, but oftentimes right after you get hung up and you rip through it, that's when they hit. So that's what we saw. But I did find out that Brady and Joseph have 5 fish for how much? About 8 pounds?
About 8.
Okay, that's a good start. Now, your partner just said y'all were looking forward to later on today. Why is that?
We feel like the later in the day it gets, more of this grass and stuff's gonna warm up. Since that cold, we had all that cold this morning, I feel like largemouth took a little bit of a hit.
So not only is there sporadic grass that's out there that you can't typically see, we did see some shad activity around us just a moment ago, but there's also stumps in there. And those of you who've been watching bass fishing on television know that those fish like to load up right there.
That's a good one.
There's a good one.
There we go.
Larger spotted.
Just like that. Spot.
Okay. Look at this. Got a belly on it too, huh?
Yep.
There we go. What boat number are you guys?
121.
121. How many you got?
Got a limit.
Got a limit. So that one's not going to help.
No.
How much weight do you think you got?
12, 13.
Okay. Good job. I like it. Hooked up.
Got lost from Lake Martin.
So it was kind of a cold start this morning when we got started. It's been warm here the last several weeks in central Alabama. Cold this morning. We thought it may have an effect on these teams. Seemed like it did early this morning. Finally started to see some teams a little bit later on the day that had some fish. Not everybody has fish though. The key is going to be what are the teams that get on the right pattern at the right time. It's going to be late this afternoon, more than likely these guys catch kicker fish. It's going to make a big difference. Stay tuned because weigh-in is next.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company, by TH Marine, from transom to trolling motor, and by Mountain Dew. There's more to come.
The TH Marine HydroWave H2 KVD edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Research and development is more than just time in the shop for us. It's time out here, sweating the details, making boats that work as well in the real world as they do on paper. From our R&D team to our anglers on the water, we have the knowledge and passion to build you the finest fishing platform in the world.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Team of Steve Graziano, David Parsons just weighed in, 14.14 pounds. David, tell me how your morning got started.
Well, we caught one on my first cast, and
Good way to start.
it was a good start. And then we waited for about 20 minutes, really, before we caught another one. And it was constant for 3 or 4 hours.
Kay was talking to you. She saw you. I didn't know how much water you had in that bag, but I could tell it was a big bag. I was right. I said on the top of our show, would it take 18? Would it take 20? Would it take more? We've got our first 18-pound bag, 1852 for Knight and Goggins.
It was good to have a good boat number. We were boat 10, and we stopped on a local hole this morning that they were. I got out there early yesterday morning, and they were there ready to spawn, and they were still sitting there this morning.
Very fortunate.
Very fortunate.
Very fortunate.
Right now, our big fish is 520. Our big fish is now 569. A new leader of the Mountain Dew Big Bass. Go grab it.
You were a team of J.D. Perez and Kevin Gibson just crossed the stage 15.16, and you also had a 5.69. I'm assuming that was a largemouth?
It was largemouth, yes. Caught it first thing this morning, probably after about 30 minutes of fishing.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes of fishing this morning.
Kim and Marty with a limit today. What time do you have that limit by?
8:30.
Okay, it's a good day. You got them. Were they the right size? Yes, they were the right size. We've got a new leader, 1905. Wow.
Tell me how quick your morning got started catching these fish.
I caught the first one after about 5 minutes as a 4-pounder, and by 8:30 I think we had 14 pounds. Just kept going up and up, just a little bit at a time.
Our team of Ty Story, David Hardy, guys just crossed the stage. You had a 6.26 largemouth. Tell me how you caught that fish.
Just throwing a red rattle trap.
What time of day?
This morning, 8:30. Yeah, we had all our fish early and had 2 more good ones on that got off, and that killed us.
Rob Lee, Steve Winslow, the points leaders after the first stop. If memory serves me correct, when we went off air, you had a single fish. They didn't. They caught a 5-fish limit, and they've got a good limit as well. We need 1905 to take the lead. 1825 moving into third place.
Look, we last saw y'all, it was roughly about 10 o'clock, maybe just a little bit before. It was roughly about 10 o'clock. You only had one small fish in a live well. We talked a little bit about, the fact you guys won Martin, you're leading angler of the year, it's tournament number 2. So tell me how you keep your head in it, what do you have to do, and then what were the things you did to change things up to turn your day around?
Well, normally the reason we kept our head in it is because we have been getting quality bites all week. But we just knew that we would stumble on them because we was just constantly getting big bites throughout the week. And we kept our head down, and we had to both, he had to keep my head in it and I had to keep his head in it to where we didn't get spun out.
Well, Lanier Burton and Kelly J, and again, in case you didn't know, as Kay pointed out too, these guys are some studs on the Alabama Bass Trail. Will we have a 20-pound bag? We need 1905, Burton and J, 1938. We've got a new leader on the Alabama Bass Trail.
it almost took 20 for these guys to win, but it didn't take them long to win on the Alabama Bass Trail.
No, yeah, this is Kelly's first year on the Alabama Bass Trail, 2 tournaments in, and he's got a win, which is pretty impressive. Lay Lake always shows out, and we saw some really good weights today. And guys talking about they caught them all week, so that's really impressive for this lake.
I know you didn't get to practice. You did. You found some fish. Did you think less than 20 would win this? Because it is that spawning time. A lot of things can happen quick.
No, we both said, we figured we had maybe 18. We didn't weigh anything. We just kind of eyeballed it and culled with, eyeballing it. So, but we figured we had 18 and probably take 21. We said, well, we may have top 5 or something out of it, but I would have never thought. But I know it's been tougher, it seems like this week, with the rain, the conditions, the water getting muddier, stained up. And in spring, it changes every day. I mean, they could be on the bed one day and be out deep again the next day. So you have to just be really ready to move and not be scared to do it.
Big Fish Lake we're going to go to next on the ABT South U-Fall. Now you're playing with house money, right? I mean, it's got to feel better doing that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, it does. I love U-Fall. It's changed a lot over the years. I think they dropped the water, they poisoned some grass and stuff, but, it's still, that lake still got them. You just got to find them. So I'm looking forward to us getting up there and spending the weekend up there.
Okay, a big payday. We went back-to-back south. Now it's time to head north. I've heard of this Lake Guntersville before.
We've had 38 bags over 20 pounds here before, so I'm looking forward to getting up there and seeing some Lake Guntersville hauls.
And it's our next stop on the Alabama Bass Trail, presented by Phoenix Boats. We're heading to the North Division. Next time, thanks for watching here at Lay Lake. First-time winners take it with almost 20 pounds.